All right. There we are. How we doing? It's Monday, second day of the new motherfucking year. Fresh and funky sports. Yeah, we had a lot of great football yesterday. Great football. We had a couple bad games, obviously. My team was involved in a bad game. Just laying an egg after, laying an egg after laying an egg. But we weren't the only team. There was a couple teams that just, Colts got, smacked up pretty good. And it was, we had some good college playoff games. I mean, obviously, like I said, Ohio State and Georgia was going to be the game we were talking about, and Ohio State was winning that game. But lo and behold, Georgia came back at the last seconds, and then obviously Ohio State missed the field goal at the end to actually win the game. So, and then you had TCU basically holding basically Michigan down. And a lot of people didn't think TCU had a chance, and obviously they proved a lot of people wrong here and beat a great Michigan team, and so we got Georgia TCU next Monday, obviously January 9th. Going to be a great college football championship game. You got obviously Georgia's going to try and make it back-to-back championships. I mean, that hasn't happened in quite some time in college football, and TCU trying to be the first not mid-major conference and Cinderella team to actually win the national championship to prove why the expansion for the playoffs is necessary, and why some people are like, well, why are these sucky, why are these Cinderella, this team doesn't deserve to be in it, oh, there's not the big conference, they don't play the Big Ten, they don't play the SEC, all these shitty teams, oh, fucking TCU, them Horned Frog, oh, they ain't nothing, they ain't good down there, who's Sonny Dykes, who are these people? I mean, go ask USC today. Go ask USC today who Tulane was. Tulane came back and beat USC in the Cotton Bowl. And I mean, not like USC didn't have a chance. USC was winning the whole game. So go ask USC about who Tulane is. So that's I'm telling you, you can't count out some of these teams that got heart now. You got some of these teams, and Tulane plays in the American Athletic Conference here, and so they're trying to strengthen their conference up too, and this team, played like their coach, man. They had the heart. The running back Tajay Spears had 4 touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns. And guess what? USC had Jerry Rice's son, Brendan Rice. He had a career game today, but it still wasn't enough. What caused USC to lose today was number 4, Mario Williams was Mr. Third down efficiency the whole game, and then he goes to catch the ball, and the ball flips out of his hands at the 1-yard line. Then USC tries to hand the ball off twice, and then they allowed TCU, Mr. Anderson, and Mr. This other big fella, basically, they basically penetrated that line and basically caused that safety. Then they got the ball back, and then USC's defense just couldn't stop anybody. I mean, that has been the Achilles heel. That's why they lost to Utah in the Pac-12 championship game. I mean, it wasn't because Caleb Williams wasn't good enough. It's just that defense isn't good enough to stop anybody. And obviously, it'll get better next season. Obviously, with the new recruiting class and everything coming in, obviously USC is going to be, building up the powerhouse once again at USC. Obviously going to have Jerry Rice's son's going to be there. I mean, like I mentioned, they're gonna have guys. It's going to be, but they had the chance. They had the whole game the whole time, and then they just special teams mess up a safety, and then you give up a touchdown in the end. Ends up doing you in at the end. I mean, that's why you say, well, these small conference teams can't ever compete with the big schools. Well, it's starting to change. It's starting to change. That narrative is definitely starting to change. You're getting teams like Tulane and TCU, these teams that are getting players and getting coaches and That's what makes college, college athletics and college sports so I would say more interesting to watch. More things happen. Like for instance, today again, another bowl game. You had Mississippi State and you had Illinois. Illinois had a chance to win the game, but they had the Mississippi State Bowl, history with the flea flicker. Where they pitch the ball back here, they got to run back here. The next guy throws the ball over here, and he throws it back to this guy, and this guy runs 60 yards for a touchdown and wins Mississippi State the game today and wins them the bowl game. I mean, you just can't. I mean, you don't really get that too many times in the NFL. I mean, we had some really close games yesterday that went down to the wire. Obviously, the Falcons won by a point with a field goal here. Obviously, there's a lot of teams that held on, and obviously, like I said, there was a couple blowouts that obviously, hey, it happens. The Jacksonville blew out the Texans. I mean, I don't think anybody's surprised about that. But now you got Tennessee and Jacksonville for the division title on Saturday night to see who's going to playoffs. Will Tennessee keep the pro quo alive and still, they're kind of free falling apart. They did the Jacksonville Jaguar, that young, hungry Jaguar, that Broward County Jaguar. Wow, and they're really, getting, aggressive out there, and they're really starting to show, that talent is starting to kind of formulate itself, and we're starting to see a good young squad out here that basically is going to get out here and they're going to play good football, and they're not going to be the Jaguars that are just going to get their asses kicked every Sunday, okay? But hey, you got teams that had the fight. Teams that had the fight to continue to still compete in the playoffs. The Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Ravens. They're still mathematically and still in the hunt. You got the Bills and the Bengals tonight. Who wants to get number one spot? Who's going to get the number one spot here? I mean, obviously the Bills need to get a big win here, and so do the Bengals here. I mean, to be quite honest, be competitive here. And Joe Burrow, starting to look like playoff Joe Burrow out here. He's he's willing and dealing. He's basically helping the team. The team's defense is coming together like they should, getting some turnovers when they need to, getting very big stops when they need to. And so, I mean, obviously the Bills have played well this season. Obviously they'll let some games get away and slip away. But, obviously tonight they're going to be ready here because they know what's at stake here. They know that having the number one seed and having other teams coming to play in Buffalo and this time of year is going to be butt fuck cold and very snowy, not very good conditions. It's going to be miserable. So, I mean, that's the thing you have to look at here as far as these teams trying to clinch number one spot. Like if you're Philly, everybody's got to come outdoor to Philadelphia. And, it's not really nice in the wintertime. The winter's really pissed off this year. Winter, you got right now, we got a bunch of rain in California. Everywhere else, you either got a bunch of snow, cold. You got a bunch of thunderstorms now up in the Midwest now because it got all of a sudden it was cold and now it got warm again. And I wonder why, you got the cold and warm clashes. That's what causes, storms, okay? And then you don't need Bill Nye the fucking science guy or the meteorologist to teach you that shit. I mean, that's called nature. It's called natural. That's called how nature and things actually work in this world. But sometimes we don't want to, utilize that here. We want to go against the all natural things, but whatever. Yesterday, let's go through some picks here that we had. Obviously, yesterday we took the over 46 in the Broncos Chiefs. It went 47, so we were good on that one. We actually went 51, I believe. We took the over 38.5 in the Giants and Colts. Giants demolished the Colts. We had the under in the Dolphins and Patriots game. That was an L. I think that went over. We had the Jaguars money line. That was a W. I took the Bears +4. That was a mistake. And I had the over 40 in the Cardinals and Falcons and went under by a point. I needed to go over 2 more points. But then I picked the Eagles. Thought the Eagles would play good even with Gardner Minshew. They lost to the Saints here by like 10. And they had the Commanders, and they ended up deciding to choke. And now the Commanders now find themselves on the outside looking in for the playoffs here. Lost to Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns. So we only won. Looks like we only won 3 games in that first early parlay there. So all right. right. Then let's see. What do we have here? All right. There's that. L. L there. That was L here. All right, so we had the over 43.5 in the Jets and Seahawks. I believe that did not go over. Or maybe it did go over. And then we had the under 41, the 49ers and Rams. 49ers and Raiders. And think of this, guys. Think of this. Everybody thought, oh, well, Jared Stidham, oh, he's no. The Raiders looked phenomenal yesterday against the Niners. Maybe it's just because they were trying to get up to play against the Niners. And the Niners look kind of exposed a bit here, yeah, they looked a little bit exposed. But if you're the Niners, you're not too worried. It's just, you got to play Arizona, and Arizona's not going to have all their best players this weekend. It's just going forward, they hopefully, for the Niners' sake, they want to get healthy, and obviously Niners would like to get the second seed or the number one seed, obviously, you know, obviously getting the win here, and obviously surpassing the Vikings now here for the second seed. So now in Minnesota, we are now subsequently in the third seed here, and obviously the Niners are up there tied with the Philly here with 3 losses here on the season. So, and yeah, Minnesota, I had the money line Minnesota. That didn't fucking work out. Bad bet, bad bet. Then I thought the Rams would put up a better fight, and the Rams kind of got beat up by the Chargers. And then I had the money line on the Steelers. They won, Kenny Pickett season. Then I had the Lady Tar Heels of North Carolina and the Lady Auburn Tigers. Oh, I didn't even bother checking that yesterday. Let's see what we did there here. Let's see what we did there. I'm over here playing Marvel Snap over here. So, all right, so let's see here. We have North Carolina. North Carolina girls. Oh, they lost by 3. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's number 9 ranked Hokie girls. So that's not too bad. And then we had. Oh, we had Auburn. Auburn lost by 6. So. I need to say we only won 1 on that one there. So that was not a cross-returning bet there. And then we had the in-game Raiders. That was an L. L. Jets was an L. And the Vikings definitely didn't cover 19.5. So we got an all L on my in-game parlay there. So that was a virtual dog shit. And well, we had the Bucks losing. Kings lost by 10. And the Nuggets ended up winning, so that was a good parlay bet there here. And then we had the Lady Trojans here. Well, they didn't do so well there. That was L. And then we had Belmont and the Butler. Oh, that was men's. Oh, uh, I was all looking at the wrong one. I'm like, oh, what the hell? I'm like, I had Belmont and I had the Butler. Let's see. Then I should have took Quinnipiac. So Belmont did not win. That was an L there. And we had Butler here. Butler won by shit 29. They won by 29, so they covered. They definitely covered that. But yeah, we only won 2 on that one, so that was terrible. So that player prop was terrible. All right, so I'm deleting off some of these so that way I know. I gotta make a bet today. Well, my bet already got fucked today. My first parlay got fucked today due to picking USC Trojans. Yeah. I'm going to bitch and moan about them. How they just sold the bag here. I mean, it wasn't like it was no But let's talk about our player prop parlays we had yesterday. We had the Sunday night football game. We had Najee Harris to have over 11.5 yards receiving. I don't think that happened. Pat Firemouth to have over 3.5 receptions. I believe that probably cashed. Tyler Huntley to have over 36.5 rushing yards. I don't know. I think he got close. Tucker, I know, definitely had 2 field goals. So that covered there. J.K. Dobbins to have over 8.5 fantasy points. I think he probably did that. But ultimately, I think two of them didn't cash here. So I want to say Huntley, or maybe 3 didn't cash, in my opinion. But we had an NBA parlay. We had our Chris Jets Porzingis had under 9 rebounds. The Joker to have over 6 free throws made. De'Aaron Fox to have over 6 assists. Sabonis to hit a 3-pointer, and John Morant to have over 1.5. So we ended up getting $1.50 because we kind of one of them didn't get a full loss. We got a push, so we got. I mean, instead of getting $2.50, we got $1.50. So basically covered the bet that we made and get 50-cent profit. But a win's a win, I mean, I don't really bitch about getting wins or losses, whether. So it's the only wins I'm getting. So first official win was on the NBA player props last night. So, like I said, it wasn't a very big game, but it's a good sign to start the year off that we're cashing on player props. And maybe I got to stick to that a little bit more than my teams. But I still love teams, watching team sports and breaking it down and doing all that good stuff as well. But all right, so we had the USC Trojans -2 on the spread. They lost by a point. I have Utah Utes right now on the money line +100. We had Boston University. The Terriers came back. They won. We had the over 125.5 points in Loyola, Maryland, and American. That went 126, so that cashed. We had Mount St. Mary's, the Mountaineers on the money line. That cashed. We had Mississippi Valley State, the Delta Devils here on the money line, and the Brown Bears and Grambling here. So that is officially done because of USC. So we're definitely gonna have to make a second parlay, which we're gonna do right meow. Um, so right now we're looking at NBA right now. That's obviously we're gonna look at NBA. I'm sure the game is. All right, so We have Lakers and Hornets -2 points here. All right, I'm taking the Lakers here. Lakers have been playing a lot better as of late, so I mean I know, but Charlotte, who knows? Charlotte might be able to get the best of them here, but I think LeBron and Russell Westbrook, they're kind of playing well together, and then get some of these other guys to participate and help out, until Anthony Davis can come back. But don't count the Hornets out. That's why it's -2. So I mean, the Hornets play pretty good at home. Then you have a team total of 241.5. I mean, that's stretching it a bit here. I mean, but both teams could probably do that here, as both teams can put up high scores. And then we got the Pelicans and we have the 76ers. These teams have played each other. They played in New Orleans. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Pelicans lost to them. Now let's go ahead and check that out here in the NBA here. We're gonna check that out here between the scores here. But I'm pretty sure. And the Wizards beating the Bucks last night. That was definitely an upset. Nobody definitely saw it coming here. Joel Embiid is back here, so maybe Joel Embiid does not play tonight. EJ Liddell here, that right knee injury, has been out since last season. Same thing with the Brandon Ingram with his toe, and Larry Nance as well here. So, but yeah, New Orleans won. New Orleans actually beat them, and they actually ended up being 243. So definitely an over here. But and the Pelicans lost to the Grizzlies here, and that game stayed under. It was 2-17 here, and the 76ers ended up winning 115-96 against the Thunder. But when these two teams played each other here, they definitely went the over here. So don't hate the over there. So do we double down? Yeah, let's take the Pelicans once again here. I mean, might be another spot here. We take the Lakers and a Pelicans duo combination here, kind of like that play right now. I mean, it's -4 for the 76ers, 228.5. So I mean, I don't hate the over here either. I think both these teams could do it, but recently, right now the Toronto Raptors game and Pacers game is kind of right now it's kind of locked here. So I don't know exactly what we're dealing with the odds. So I'm gonna have to go to. Let me go to. Let me go over here to a different site to kind of give yes a perspective here to look at what we're looking at betting numbers here. Okay, all right. Looks like 1.5 here. Looks like Toronto's favored by 1.5 here. Indiana plus 100 right now here. At 233.5. So. Injuries to talk about here. Fred VanVleet had a back injury. He's been out since the 28th here. Otto Porter Jr. has had a toe injury as well. He's been out since the November. And same thing with Precious Achiuwa. Injuries as far as the Pacers go. Daniel Theis here. He's had a knee injury since October. And then Kendall Brown, shooting guards, had a leg injury since December here last month. So not too bad there. So I mean, obviously, Raptors are 16-20 here. Pacers are 20-16. It's 2017 here. Last time these teams met was in November. Pacers got the best of them in Indiana, so they're playing once again in Indiana here. The Raptors basically got a win on the 30th here, 113-104. That was obviously at home. But like I said, the Pacers have been on a winning streak. They won by 1 point on New Year's Eve against the Clippers here and put up a lot of points against Cavaliers at home, and as well as the only team that they lost to so far in the streak was at the Pelicans here, 113. They lost by 20 points here. But other than that, they their last 5 games they're 4-1. Uh, the Raptors are 3-2 here, obviously losing to the Clippers, and obviously losing to Memphis here. Uh, lost to Clippers by 11 and lost to Memphis by 13. So will be very interesting to see in this game here. It's an intriguing game here. Two teams like the Raptors and the Pacers that have really spurned me. So it's the two teams that I definitely dislike. So I don't know. Maybe I just skipped that game completely. Then we come to my team, the Chicago Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, I believe once again the Cavs are -4.5. I believe they were 4.5 when they played us last time, and they ended up getting the best of us. I know we played recently. It was probably 30th as well. I want to say here. So let's see what Like I said, I want to look at these. And then we got Alex Caruso, who's basically got a shoulder. Derek Jones got an ankle, and Javon Green. Evan Mobley's got an ankle injury on the 30th. Darius Garland has a thumb, and Dean Wade. So. Oh, so yeah. Oh, it was actually New Year's Eve here. So the Cavs got the best of us by a point here. So they definitely that went under here. So Cavs basically got a win. They were on a 3-game losing streak here. We were on a 2-game winning streak, and then just so we got 2 more games. Cavs are already up on the series 2-0 on us here. So we definitely like to take this game here and then take the next one. But yeah, 4.5 here. I mean. It's trying to say that the Bulls are 8-1 against the spread versus the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road off 2 or more days rest over the last 9 games. So interesting stat. Interesting stat. I mean, um, but they are playing at home here. So, oh, well, the Bulls game, the numbers just changed here. So might have to wait to bet here. Yeah, because a lot of these games are getting locked up now. We'll go to the Mavericks. Mavericks and the Rockets here. I mean, -7. Yep. And then we got 227. I think both teams could score points, obviously. Mavericks and the Rockets here. But I would have to take Mavericks here. Then we got Nuggets. We have the Nuggets and we have the Timberwolves here. And this is interesting. I mean, Karl Towns and all that have not really played. Nuggets are really playing very well here. I mean, they're just coming off a big time victory here, but do they come and disappoint here? 232 here. I want to say under here. I don't know. Something's telling me take the under between these two teams here, Nuggets and Timberwolves here. I mean, I don't know. Then we have the Hawks and we have the Warriors here. Give me Warriors to win by 1.5, so to win by 2 here. I feel like the Warriors can get it done tonight here. Obviously, Trey's dealing with a calf injury, banged up injuries here there, and usually the Hawks are not a very good road team playing. So that's where my lean is right now. Then we have the Pistons and we have the Trailblazers. That's like give me the Trailblazers on the money line here, and we have the Heat and we have the Clippers here. I mean, Clippers barely lost here. The Heat kind of been playing a lot better here as of late here. So I'm gonna take the Heat on the money line here. So with those 8 right there, just taking those 8 right there, if I take those 8 and then I add in, and if I was to add in my pick here tonight here, we have the Bills and we have the Bengals here. Obviously, the Bills are favorite here, -2.5 here. Um, Bengals are plus 116 at home here, and we have the over under 50 points and a half here. So, um, hmm. Give me the Bills -2.5. Give me the Bills -2.5. That I think we're gonna take that. We're gonna work with that as our that will be our that will be our that will be our bet there. So this will be the second bet of the day here. Second bet of the day here. We have Lakers money line plus 104. And we're taking the under 227.5. The Pelicans and 76ers tonight here. That's -108. Not bad. Oh, so we took double. We took double here on the okay. And we took the Pelicans here. So Pelicans money line. Alright. Hey, I didn't realize I doubled down on that. That's alright. That's quite alright. Then we have the Mavericks. Mavericks money line here. -303 here. And we took the under here. 232.5. And this Nuggets. And the Nuggets and T-Wolves here. Like I said, these 2 unders I took here, the Pelicans and 76ers definitely could probably. But I'm riding the under. I'm going back to my under ways. I've been riding the high, taking a lot of overs, and hasn't really cashed in. In the Warriors here, minus the 1.5 on the spread here. That's -110. We got the Trailblazers here. Trailblazers on the money line here. That's -454 here. We're taking the Miami Heat money line again here. -105 here. And then we're going with the NFL pick here. We're taking the Buffalo Bills. We're taking the Bills -2.5 here on the spread here. -110 here, so we risked $1 here. And if that is the case here, we will cash out at $208.63 here. So, all right. Hairline reveal. Huge jazz. Oh yeah, yeah. I look like Barack Obama, huh? It's funny. People got jokes. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I appreciate you, man. I mean, I was talking sports. I was talking betting lines, but I mean, I don't know if you're just tone deaf or you're just worried about me looking like Barack Obama and if I like men and if I got a hairline reveal or something. I mean, it's cool, man. Like I said, I appreciate the humor. I enjoy it, man, and it's cool, man. Hopefully, hopefully you slap the follow or the dislike or the comments, in the section. It's cool, man. It's cool. I understand, I'm not your cup of tea and you just want to engage with me. It's fine, man. I'm here now. I'm here. Daddy's here. Daddy's back. So daddy's here. Daddy's here. Rock your bitch ass sleep. Oh, okay, little boy. Come here, motherfucker. Yeah. You didn't have enough. You didn't have enough attention to this kid, so you want attention for some motherfucker over here? Huh? You think you're gonna get some jokes out of me, boy? You're real funny. You're real funny. I was the president of the United States. You cocksucking motherfucker. I got jokes too. Okay, I could joke around too, man. You know, I could take a joke too, man. It's all good. I have been talking sports, but I guess apparently people want me to sit here and discuss sports 24/7. Like you get it from everywhere else. For me, I'm talking betting skips here, so I'm basically going down the line and talk about the teams that I'm betting on here in my parlays. You know, taking the Bills, because I think Josh Allen and the Bills are going to be able to get it done here tonight. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it does come down to a field goal type game. I think both defenses definitely going to have to come up big, especially for the Bills. They're going to have to, but and then basketball. I mean, hey, NBA, man. I talk about a bunch of NBA. We got college hoops as well. You know, we'll run down college hoops for you. And if you think that we're not giving enough satisfaction over here, but we got a delay here in this Jackson State Alcorn State game. Obviously, we got Eastern Kentucky, Kennesaw State starting at 3:30. We have Mississippi Valley State, and Alabama State coming up at 3:30. We got Rutgers and number one Purdue. We got Penn versus Brown. We got Jacksonville State and Jacksonville. We got St. Mary's College of Maryland and Maryland Eastern Shore. We got the Army versus Lafayette. Yeah, West Virginia, Oklahoma State. We got Bellarmine in northern Alabama, Lipscomb and Liberty, North Florida and Stetson. Then we have Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M. We have Arkansas Pine Bluff and Alabama A&M. We got Southern and Texas Southern. Then we got Florida Gulf Coast taking on Central Arkansas. And then we have the last game. We have Grambling State and Prairie View A&M. We had Ryder getting defeated by Niagara 61-59. The Holy Cross beating Navy 74-63. We had American beating Loyola Maryland here 71-55. And then we had Boston University taking out Bucknell 67-61. We had Wright State taking care of business against Indiana IPUI 82-68. We had Colgate. Brush your teeth with them Colgate against them Lehigh Birds. They brushed them Birds with them Colgate 76-60 here. And then Mount St. Mary's here took care of business against the Canis, not the anus, okay? Okay, Hugh Jazz, not the anus, okay? It's Canis. So Mount St. Mary's took care of business 64-60 here. So that's basically your rundown right now as far as college basketball. I mean, do we want to run down some of the women's sports now? Let's talk about the women's game now. Here. Let's go look at the women's now here. Because I guess I wasn't talking sports. I guess I was just sitting there and just talking, rambling gibberish to myself. All right, so we got women. We got the ladies from Stetson leading 30-20 in the third quarter over the North Florida Ospreys, the Lady Ospreys. We have the ladies from Bethune-Cookman putting the works to the ladies from Florida A&M right now, 31-7 in the second quarter. We have the ladies from Queens barely tipping off, and they've tipped off here in the first quarter, and there's only 2 points to be spoken of between them and the ladies from Austin Pay. Then we have basically the ladies from Arkansas Pine Bluff and Alabama A&M, Winthrop and UNC Asheville. We got Mississippi Valley. The girls are the Lady Devilettes are playing. The Lady Hornets from Alabama State. We have the ladies from Southern and ladies from Texas Southern and ladies Grambling and ladies from Prairie View A&M playing each other. Jackson State in Central Arkansas. American and the ladies from Loyola, Maryland. We have the ladies from Merrimack versus St. Francis, Brooklyn. We have Northern Alabama and Lipscomb. We have Fairleigh Dickinson and LIU. We got the number one ranked ladies from South Carolina and Lady Cox against the Georgia Dogs, the Lady Dogs. We got Kennesaw State and Eastern Kentucky. We got Liberty in Florida Gulf Coast. We got Wagner and St. Francis of Pennsylvania. And we got Michigan State and Northwestern. Those are, and the ladies of Holy Cross won today 53-40. The ladies from Iona won 63-53 against Niagara. The ladies from Stony Hill won 73-66 against the ladies from Central Connecticut State. The ladies from Jacksonville beat Bellarmine 77-64. The ladies from Maryland, the Lady Terrapins, beat the ladies Scarlet Knights of Rutger 78-67. The ladies from West Point won 75-56 against Lafayette. The ladies from Penn beat Brown 74-53. And the ladies from LaSalle won 77-30 against Hartford. Ladies from Hartford still haven't won a game. And then Boston U, the ladies of Boston U, the Lady Terriers won today as well, like as the men, 68-47 against Bucknell. So it was a Boston University sweep. Then you had the ladies of Stanford defeating the ladies from Arizona Wildcats, number 15 ranked Wildcats. They were 73-57. The ladies of Cal Berkeley won 74-61 against the ladies of the Sun Devils. And then we had the Lady Tigers of Jackson State beating Lady Alcorn Braves here, 59-49. And the Lady Colgate, brushing the Colgate, the Lady Colgaters won as well, 69-59 over the Lehigh, Little Bit Birds and all that. So, don't let me forget. Let me forget. Oh, I got to talk about hockey now. There's gonna be hockey out here. Let's get the hockey bet out. Let's get this talk hockey now here. Where's the puck gonna drop tonight here? You know. Does anybody here want to know about badminton? I'll read you off some badminton as well here. All right, so we got the Vegas Golden Knights and the Colorado Avalanche and the Philadelphia Flyers and the Anaheim Ducks here. So those are the only two games at the moment right now. I believe we have live game action here. Let's see. No. All right. So we do have live action here in this. Oh, Penn State and Utah right now, 7-7 here in the second quarter. Really good game here. Obviously, I'm on the side of the Utes to win, obviously. And so, yeah. So, yeah, we basically talk sports here. And we try to engage with people, talk about sports, but Johnny Beauty, bro, talk about the sports. It's like I was talking about the sports of sports line and taking this team and okay, this. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, what do you want? What more do you want? You're coming to a channel asking for things that I'm giving you. Like, go back and read. I was reading off the teams and the sports. The beginning, I started talking about my team getting the shit pushed in. I talk about, USC getting beat today here. I talk about TCU. I talk about all this other stuff, on top of that. And then also making my picks on top of these things and also talking about as I'm going through the games and talk about it. It's just, I don't understand. But it's okay. It's okay to have hate in here. It's okay to have people that want to talk and want to say different things. I'm not going to block you. I'm going to allow this commentary to stay on my channel. It's not like you're saying anything that's bad. And person saying that I like men. Well, yeah, I like having camaraderie with men, but I don't have like a love for a man, like a physical attraction to a man or a love for a man. But it's okay if somebody does have that. It's not, I'm not hatred towards that. But if you're implying that I'm some sort of homosexual or whatever, that is not the case, sir. And what does that have to do with me talking sports in the first place? And same thing with this other guy talking about I look like Barack Obama. What does that even have to? What does that remotely even have to do with talking sports when I was talking sports? And I guess some people just are never satisfied in the world, today. And you just gotta. It happens to everybody. Everybody has haters. Everybody's got people coming in there. It's just nice, okay, to have some banter back. Maybe they just came in and they realized that, oh, trolling me and I wasn't giving you the attention that you need. Oh, so you decided you got to leave because I'm not going to give you that bullshit energy, and that's the case. I don't care, man. You can come in here and talk your shit and all that. I'm not gonna entertain that. I talk my sports. I talk fucking gambling. I put my money where my mouth is. Halfway more than you other sucker people to just be coming in here talking shit, putting two words in a fucking chat, not even showing your face. Just show some stupid ass little fucking emoji next to your fucking name. At least I have the balls to show who I am and proud of who I am. And I don't give a fuck what you say. What you say is whatever. It's not the end all be all, and who cares? Ultimately, at the end of the day, just like me, I'm the no name guy in the sports, and yeah, it's cool to clown and chat, but I don't care. I like the banner. I'll give it back to you and stuff like that. But we're not going to go back into some racial or illegitimate, stupid fucking tirades. That's not what's going to happen on my channel. No, no. But now we're gonna bid ourselves adieu. We're gonna get ready for the DJing stream, So come back for my DJing stream. I'm sure you want to see Barack Obama on the ones and twos DJing and playing some music. Sure you can have some more lovely comments, and I hope you come back because I surely hope you do come back and show the love like you showed already on here on the Sportscast today. So, all right. So at the end of the day, we're gonna just take it how it is. Hopefully, we're gonna make our bets and make it win, and we're gonna do our parlay here pretty soon. So at the end of the day, we congratulate. We don't just let people come in here and you can just talk about, uh, you know. And I come in here, I wear whatever the hell I want to wear. I want to wear a beanie. I want to wear a jacket. I want to wear a fucking tutu or whatever. And so be it. I just wear the things I wear. It's kind of called fresh and funky. We wearing shit. We have fun out here. We're not out here fucking because we're supposed to be perfect because you ain't perfect. And at the end of the day, I'm happy with who I am. I'm kind of sad that you're not happy, and then you got to go portray and you got to put out this energy towards other people because you're not in a good place. And I hope for the best for you, and I hope that you get your shit worked out and you find a comforting nirvana, peaceful place in your life. Because I mean, honestly, right now it sounds like you're not in a good place. You're not a good place, my friends. And I hope for the best for you. Honestly, do honestly. So we're gonna end it here. Hopefully, everybody will take care. Hopefully, we get to watch some good Monday Night Football today. Hopefully, we'll see some good Joe Burrow and Josh Allen back and forth action here, battling against each other here. Would be a lovely Monday Night Football battle as far as one of the last Monday Night Football games of the season. So, that being said, I'm out this piece. Take care. Be better, not bitter. And we'll be back tomorrow.